Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys. So if you didn't catch us on the first channel for hot, messy topics with Bravo and Blaze, then definitely go back and check us out. But we're not back to talk about that. No. We're back to talk about Denise Richards, who sat down with Bethenny Frankel, had a lot to say, especially when it came to her relationship with Lisa Rinna. So we're going to break this all down. Before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, you guys. So this is a long time coming. We know that Denise Richards and Lisa Rinna had the fallout, which is so funny because it had nothing to do with Lisa Rinna. And I saw where Bethenny Frankel was talking about Lisa Rinna and saying how she's thriving now in the fashion world and she seems like she's doing better and all of the things. But one of the things that probably irritated me the most when it came to Lisa Rinna and her time on the show was the fact that it was always about someone else, and she had no problem blasting out everyone else's lives and their stories, but she never really wanted to focus on hers. We heard rumors about her husband in Canada. We heard rumors about their mortgages. We heard a lot of rumors. That's exactly what they are. I don't know if her husband ever cheated on her. I don't know these things. But what she would do is kind of the classic housewife thing to do. It's like very much so reminiscent of a Giselle Bryant or even sometimes a Lisa Vanderpump, who I love so much. It's like, I'm going to pick apart all of you. That way nobody is focusing on me. It's a smart way to navigate it, but it's just a really intense way. Anyways, Denise Richards is now speaking out to Bethenny Frankel, and I want to address it. Here we go. So, in a new interview, Denise Richards reflects on her fractured friendship with Lisa Rinna and how the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills took a toll on their 20-year friendship. Again, this was with Bethenny Frankel on her RHWY's podcast, but Denise Richards appeared on the November 8th episode of her RHWY's podcast, where she dished on the reality of the reality TV and her now infamous friendship fallout with Lisa Rinna. She said, "My experience with Lisa Rinna was so bad that I thought, okay, what would happen next season? I did have a shitty experience. It wasn't good with Lisa Rinna, and it was sad to me." Well, the thing that I want to just kind of dissect here is it was never her issue. I understand that you're on reality TV, but if you hooked up or didn't hook up, or maybe you did hook up, who cares with Brandi Glanville? And you're saying no, and Brandi saying yes, and then they're showing text messages. It is what it is. You guys all signed up for reality TV, and I understand it's their job to ask questions. Like, if you go back to the BravoCon 2023 panel for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you'll see where the women are getting flack for talking about Kyle Richards' marriage to Mauricio. And she was like, I wish that they would leave it alone. And I wish that they would kind of give me the space and the grace. And Garcelle made a great point where she was like, no, this is reality TV. It's our job. And I get that, but your job is not to be hateful and evil and just malicious and mean. Your job is to ask the questions, and if you get the questions answered, I think that Lisa Rinna took it to a whole new level. Like, she really, really enjoyed being the villain, and there are a lot of people out there who enjoy being the villains, and at the end of the day, as long as you can live with yourself, then okay. But stepping on everyone and burning down everyone's houses in order to just get your way down to the end of the road and like up the top of the mountain, I don't think it's the best way to do it. Lisa Rinna, however, obviously did not give a shit. So, moving on. She said, I had a 20-year friendship with her, and to see how she could sacrifice a friendship of 20 years for a show that isn't going to last forever, obviously she isn't on it anymore. Like, at what cost? Denise then admitted that she believed she and Lisa would still be friends if it weren't for her 2-year stint on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think that you learn a lot about people when you live with them, travel, or work with them, and I had never worked with Rinna before. But when asked if she could ever return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills full time, she said, we'll see whatever happens. I don't know if they'll ask me back. I just did a few episodes. I didn't call to say, hey, can I come back? Now, she is set to make several appearances on this season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is currently airing on Bravo. We're going to see the new episode on Wednesday night, but Bravo teased Denise's return to The Real Housewives in a trailer for season 13. And in one scene, Denise, Camille Grammer, Faye Resnick, and the Beverly Hills Housewives attended a dramatic dinner party at Kyle Richards' Encino Mansion, during which the former Bond girl, that would be Denise Richards, finds herself going head-to-head with Erica Jane. But on an October episode of SiriusXM's Andy Cohen Live, Andy Cohen said that the dinner was wild and incredible and would span over 2 episodes. Meanwhile, in August, Erica teased the insane drug-induced dinner party while chatting with the Today Show, about her Las Vegas residency. She was pretty much saying, and when they say drug-induced, just to be clear, it was marijuana-infused foods. So you've seen where they've had the chefs come out and there's the marijuana-infused foods, whatever the case. That's exactly what this was. It's not like some big new concept, but I think I guess it would be if you're not in a state that's legal for it. Like now that I live in Florida and South Carolina, I'm not in a state that's legal for it. So I guess for me, it would be a big new concept. But after living in Los Angeles, it's really not. It's just something that made for great TV, according to Andy, if it's going to span over 2 episodes of the show. And to be fair, some reunions only span over 2 episodes of the show. But she said, you'll have to see it. Honestly, when she comes to Kyle's dinner party, I don't want to give away too much, but I was just so confused as to why she was mad at me, because I hadn't seen her in several years. So I was like, Denise, I don't understand what you're mad at. Like, my whole life has blown apart. I'm not really concerned about what happened 4 years ago. I don't remember it. She was very serious and I couldn't keep it together. I had no idea what she was talking about. And I'm sorry to laugh, but it was just so insane. I mean, yeah. Listen, I think that at the end of the day, for them, for Lisa, by the way, also, I just want to say, Denise Richards also confessed that she didn't know how her return would make sense given the animosity that she still shared between some of the ladies. She said, after my second season, I also, because I wanted it to be real, thought, how would this make sense if all the fucking women hate me? It's a great question. Almost everyone did, except for Garcelle and Sutton, but everyone else was such an asshole to me. So Kyle confirmed to Variety in April that she's filmed some episodes of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and also, Denise confirmed this as well. But her surprise comes 2 years after her exit was announced in September of 2020. And she said, it's been fun. And, I'm a big fan of the show, so it was fun to go back and film a lot of the stuff with them. But she explained that her return was not planned. This all just happened recently on the spur of the moment. I was at Garcelle's screening as a friend, like a real friend. And I didn't tell anyone I was going to be there. Production didn't know. And I just showed up like for real life as a real friend in real life. And the next day I was asked to go to some events. And so it's actually been really fun. I think that's the best way to look at it. And honestly, for Denise Richards, I think that Denise got dealt a really shitty hand in this situation, because had it have been Brandy who went up against her, which Denise did not give her the space to do, then I would have understood it more, because that's the person who's accusing you of said affair. But then also Brandy was like, I was triggered because she cheated on her husband with me. Girl, you sought her out. You wanted her to be on your podcast. You knew very much so that she was married. You took that she was allegedly in an open relationship, which who knows if she even said that. And then now you're the victim of it and you're so triggered. You're not triggered. You want a paycheck is exactly how it reads. But I want to hear what you guys think. I'm not going to just put this out there. Do you think? Honestly, just comment below. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Love you guys.